And we are not live. Hold on. Live. Welcome to the show about things by guys who like to talk. I am one of the guys who likes to talk. We're going to be playing Rocket League. And you're going to put down your phone.
Alright, so today we're playing Rocket League, and we're going to be doing a one-on-one match. We're both going to be playing random characters on the internet or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're basically going to see who can get the highest score and go from there, basically.
And I'm going to make sure the mic levels don't peak, because that would be just a tragedy among...
For your ears.
Among all of the things. So hopefully it's... Oh my god, that's worse. I've made it worse. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Go ahead and play. Go ahead and find a match because...
Go.
Yeah. And you might want to also close the door so that we have a little bit better sound isolation. I'm going to hit the match anyway because you're a bit slow at things. Not to be mean or anything, but you sort of kind of dropped the ball. Anyway, I'm using my left hand, so it's much slower. But yeah, anything you want to talk about?
Just hopefully we both have a good match and see who gets the most points.
Well, that's boring. So I went and got an ear infection this weekend.
We're talking about weekends now?
Yeah, we could talk about whatever, man.
Okay.
This is sort of a longer form content, almost completely unedited, except for the boring beginning parts or between matches, because that's kind of, boring. And no one wants to really, watch Rocket League loading for a half hour. So we're just going to, clip it out, if at all possible. But, yeah, this is going to be a little bit longer form, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. The original idea behind the Recording in Progress channel was just going to be game streams, but then I watched myself play video games for a couple hours and realized I wasn't saying anything when I played back the tape. So I was like, that's probably not the best. So I needed to get a co-host, and this is as good as it gets, folks. This is a guy who is willing to show up. That's the best you can ask for.
And just game.
Yeah. Are you willing to play video games for an hour?
Game. Yeah.
Thank you for that one word summary of the first
game,
half hour
yes.
of this podcast. Game.
Whenever I say game, that means yes.
Just be normal, man. Just don't be weird.
Come on. Alright, here we go. Oh my god.
How are you upset? You're backwards now. You know you can drive backwards, right? You can just be backwards and that's fine. No one will be mad at you if you're backwards. You just got a point scored on you. Oh wow.
Wait, how do I drift?
That's just
How do I drift again?
Shift.
Okay.
We're playing on a keyboard and mouse setup,
Right.
which has a lot more control over a controller. However, if you're more used to a controller, obviously you would have an advantage. But because this is a PC title running on PC, you could literally be playing with 2 sticks of glue hooked up to an electrode or something. You could literally use any type of keyboard input device or any sort of device really that can register as an input by Bluetooth, USB, other things. You're just missing all of the balls, man. I mean, I know you're trying to swerve that gay shit, but...
Okay, there we go. I'm missing...
As you adamantly told me before the podcast, no, my friends aren't gay.
They're not gay.
Yeah, but you don't need to adamantly walk into my room saying, my friends aren't gay, Michael, okay? Because I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, as long as they're happy.
Well,
so technically they are gay.
No offense
to
gays and lesbians, basically, but...
You mean those in the LGBT community? Because it is a much broader... It's a much broader community than that.
Yeah, basically meaning them.
It's LGBTQ, I believe X. But I could have just been fed a bunch of misinformation. So if anybody gets mad at me over that, you can totally call me out. I will totally apologize because I understand it's not my place to talk. But I would at least like to get the terminology right if I were to... You need to really defend that goal, which you're failing at, Preston.
I apologize. I'm really not well-mannered at this game. But I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best.
That's really all we can hope for at this point.
It's
Just a guy in a car trying his best. You're like the John Mulaney of Rocket League, Preston. You're 1-4.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
You're 1-4 away. So.
What the? Okay. Get mixing up the buttons there. On the
WASD front, left, right,
I can do
and
those
backwards
too?
press.
Okay. Wait, no, I'm only gonna use WASD. Oh, I want to use the arrow keys.
I could set up the arrow keys next time if you want, but that's worse.
Way harder. Oh, I missed.
Yeah, because they're on the other side of the keyboard. So,
Okay.
I mean, if you were left-handed, I would have totally flipped the keyboard and mouse situation, but you didn't give me that indication, so it is the way it is.
I am. Well, with the moving of the car, I'm gonna use my left hand for the moving, like the WSD button.
That's what you're supposed to do.
But my right hand is better with the mouse. But like this is just, I'm more of a controller. No offense or anything. You have keyboard and mouse.
No, you're all offense taken. I tried to get a controller working.
I know, but it's fine.
The Bluetooth on this device I reviewed on Devices Reviewed, called the thing. Oh, it's over there. Oh no, I believe it was like the FC something. It's a Famicom controller that's Bluetooth. Apparently, it doesn't work with Windows computers over Bluetooth. Get it in! Ah, man. You were so close. And now it's so far. Turn around. Every now and then I get it.
Oh, look at this beautiful driving, folks. Look at this.
I wouldn't classify it as beautiful. I would just classify it as Preston trying his best.
In Rocket League, it's...
Meanwhile, I own the game, have over 400 hours, and the first taping of this podcast, which had horrible audio, which is why I didn't release it, actually showed me going over my 400th hour mark, which is cool.
And I basically...
But it doesn't matter.
I took an L
Even though I won a bunch.
And he basically ruined my car.
Yeah, it's over. It's game.
Yeah.
Okay, get out of the driver's seat. I want to play, man.
Horrible. Horrible. I'm getting out of the driver's seat right now. Right
Yep.
now. Look at that.
You're just gonna get out of the driver's seat. And I'm gonna get in. Oh, imagine if this is a car.
Oh my god.
That would be so cool.
Yeah,
if it could just be a car.
But like you don't want them to hit you. You don't want them to hit you though, because you're basically your car is destroyed and you're.
I'll give this guy a piece of my tire.
Awesome gaming instead of mine.
Go sit over there. So the microphone can pick you up, man. I know you're really excited, but they might want to hear what you gotta say. I'm gonna let this guy go first. Let's see what this guy's about. Did you get it in already?
Sorry.
Ah, he didn't. Knew it.
I was in the driver's seat.
Let's see. Oh yeah, they totally got it in.
I did my best.
I'm doing my worst right now, so about even.
And I tried really hard to take them down. No words right now, as you can tell. No words right now.
That's a word, right? Da, da, da. Oh, it's gonna hit the goalpost. Watch that. Yeah. You see, I'm better backwards than you are forwards, Preston.
You're better in general.
Watch this. You're gonna hit to the side. I'm gonna be there to not get it, apparently. Shit. Blitz and shits.
Rick and Morty.
If you can't tell, that's the best show on television right now. Unless you have a faint heart, in which case...
he belches every time. He belches every time he talks.
He doesn't belch every time. He belches a lot in the first episode, but then a lot less in subsequent episodes. I'm pretty sure that was how they weeded out the... Jesus Christ. Lord and Savior.
Oof.
You exploded me, but then gave me all of the fuel to do that. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, you didn't see that coming, did you? I'm probably making the microphone peak.
Most likely, yes.
Set it up so he can knock it in. And I got the assist, so that's 50 points.
Just 50 points.
Yeah, 50 points
out of 100.
To my personal score, not to the game. I know it's confusing because they both use the word points. Literally. It's stupid, but...
You got 50 points.
50
smackaroons.
You don't have to narrate. You're good. You're
No,
solid.
no.
You just have to not do the thing.
Alright, I was just imagining that in my head. That's what I was saying.
You're imagining it. You can see it
Well, I'm seeing
live.
it, but I just
You're
wanna,
welcome.
But I just want to imagine it for now.
Why would you imagine it? You could literally. See
I don't know.
You could take part.
I really don't know. I could take
I'm gonna go
part
backwards.
in
I'm
this.
gonna hit the skull backwards.
I could take part in
Unless
this
it gets ricocheted.
50-point thing whenever I got no points and no goals.
Well, I mean that's kind of on you, man.
Noob Nation, guys. Noob Nation.
Noob. Everybody loves that. Noob. The hell are you doing, guy? You're supposed to be helping us, not helping them.
This is going
Get
to
that
YouTube,
weak
right?
shit out of here.
Yeah, this is going to
Noob looking ass.
offending the player, of course.
Well, they're gonna be offended by my bending.
Basically meaning
By my fender?
he's gonna
Offended by my fender?
offend you
He's gonna be
gamers out
offended
there. And now
Okay.
he's cracking up fender bender jokes.
It's not a joke, Preston. They really happen.
Well,
It can happen to anybody.
Well, yeah, it does happen. You're right on that. But
Happens all the time. Approximately one person a day dies in California due to an auto accident alone. Not drugs, not alcohol, not anything else. Just the accidents alone. But alcoholic driving and distracted driving does play a huge role in mortality. So I'm glad that we can come back to death. You know, the memento mori of this podcast. This podcast featuring Rocket League, really all about my death jokes. Because the world needs more death jokes. Not more death. All of the jokes.
let's just take a moment and.
But not dead baby jokes, because those are too far. He got a second goal. I didn't even help him with that one. That was pretty good. Well, it's
Faded
2-2,
plasma.
And there's 2 minutes left. So, Preston, you really need to get off your phone, man.
I'm talking here while I'm doing both.
You're not doing both. You're being silent and playing a game on your phone. Come on, man.
I
Didn't go on my phone.
I'm waiting for you to end your round.
Well, that's just an unsportsmanship conduct. You're supposed to comment. You're supposed to be making the people.
You want some?
ears
You really want some
leap
comments?
with joy, man.
Do you want some? You really want me to comment right now? You want me to
Yes.
comment, all right?
Make some comments. Talk
Okay.
to the people
One.
of Noobtown, USA, town you're obviously a part of.
One comment is, well, I mean, comment
I
slash
swear to God,
comment
if you say
slash
comment
not
again, you
Comment
stab
slash-
you in the face.
comment
with a
slash
spoon,
not
with
comment.
a dull spoon. After I make this goal.
You hear that, guys? He's one of the spoon killers from the Amazing World of Gumball. If you ever seen that episode before,
I
They-
have not seen Amazing.
they
World
walk
of
this.
Gumball.
There's one guy.
I am intrigued by their use of spoons and
This-
spoonery and silver spoon-like devices.
This one guy walks into a convenience store, and he says, all of a sudden they yell, "He's got a spoon!" And then all of a sudden they tackle him. This guy's basically
gonna
trying to
hit
kill
up-
me with
I'm
a
gonna hit
spoon, guys.
Backwards. Watch this.
We're watching. The whole
Dang it!
internet is watching.
I would love it if the whole internet was watching because that's all of the views, man. Possible. Dang it.
Well, they will be watching.
It's 3-2.
Hopefully.
I'm slowly dying, and also I'm losing.
Losing
We're all slowly dying, man.
by 1 point, though.
Unless there's somebody out there who's like immortal and they don't know yet. In which case, you're not slowly dying. You're slowly becoming a person who is just gonna be like that forever, apparently.
Forever. Like
Let's
from
talk about
the,
immortality, man.
like from the Sandlot. Forever.
Forever. Dead. Let's see if I can get it in.
Can he get it in? This one's for all the Cheez-Its out there. All the Cheez-Its.
But I want to play for Jesus.
He wants to play for Cheez-Its. My favorite Cheez-Its are the white cheddar Cheez-Its. If you guys like
That's where
different
you're wrong,
Cheez-Its.
And it's 4-2. I've accepted my fate and death. It's been a lovely day.
Hard game here.
Every
Hard
other
game.
day of the week, except for this one.
There's-
Sadly, one more horrific event to add to the news cycle that never ends.
Well, no,
I'd say
there's
over and out, but I mean, mentally I've already pieced out. I can't do anything more, so I'm just gonna watch it happen. And that's game.